Whoa, here we are, back on YouTube. Okay, so I wanted to reintroduce myself. It's Dre Fitness. Welcome, everybody. First off, the big question of the day is how do you deal with being intimidated by the gym or by fitness or not knowing what to do? So, first off, I'm going to share a quick story and then I'm going to get into some answers for you. Well, when I was going to the gym for the first time, I was quite young, teenager, and I guess I was kind of in like a cardio phase of my life. I had to train for a marathon, or I was training for a marathon, and I had to train indoors in the hot heat of Florida. So I joined a gym, and I was just there on treadmill, like over an hour, just on that treadmill, just on that treadmill, on this treadmill. And, on the other side, there's this weight room, but here is the cardio. I feel pretty good, feel pretty confident. And then this guy who worked at the gym came up to me, and he pulled the cord out of the treadmill. And all of a sudden, I'm standing there, and he says, you're too skinny. You need to go to the weight room. I don't know if that's like a super positive story or negative story. You let me know in the comments if you think that's like a good story or not. But that's what happened to me. And I wasn't going to stand up for myself because I already was kind of, a little shy, a little insecure. So what I did, and also I will say, a part of me did believe that I should go into the weight room because I want to gain muscles anyway. So, well, I went to the weight room and I asked the guy, I was like, hey, can you show me the bench real fast? And he was kind of reluctant, but yeah, he showed me how to bench. You put your fingers there, put your ring finger there, put your other ring finger there. And then I got to benching, all right. And then there's like this huge dude over here. He's like massive biceps. His skin was like super red. He was like completely bald, but he's so jacked. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing in here? So yeah, there I was. Got on the row machine, started doing some dumbbell things, and then by the time I got back in the car, I swear I could not even drive. My arms were like, oh, I could not even drive. I was so sore. Did I stay with it? No, I didn't stay with it. I might have done a few more sessions in the weight room, but honestly, I was glad to move back to Washington State, where I could run outside and continue my marathon training. So that was one of my first kind of like real experiences in the weight room, feeling fairly intimidated and almost being forced or pushed into it. So what can we do about gym intimidation? I'll tell you, for me personally, one of the best things you can do about gym intimidation is to become as knowledgeable as possible. It starts with reading books. So I read this book called Starting Strength. It's a barbell book, and it shows you, okay, the barbell should go in this line. Here's the proper placement of the bar. And so now I'm equipping myself with knowledge, and I'm learning about the muscles, and I'm learning about what muscles do what action. Okay, I'm getting more confident, right? Started going to some of the forums, for better or for worse. I just spent some time on bodybuilding forum way back in the day. Not as good. There's another forum called T Nation or T Muscle. I got on that forum. It's a little bit hardcore, but kind of a little bit better. And just kind of like participating and being involved in that online community. When I go into the gym, I'm like, okay, I kind of know what's going on around here. I kind of see what's happening. And for me, it was just a matter of saying, okay, I need to do this, and I'm going to go out and go ahead and do it. Another thing that helps with gym intimidation, in my opinion, is to get yourself into your workout clothes, get yourself fully dressed, and then every time you're fully dressed, get out the door. Because for me, in my personal experience, if I don't get a shower early in the morning and get ready, or if I'm just kind of like lingering around, not putting my clothes on or whatever, it's gonna take so much more time to get to the gym. But there was a time back in college where I had my favorite gym shoes, and you guys might laugh at this, but they were Chucks, and they were kind of like a flat foot shoe for lifting. And I swear, every single time I put those on, every single time I was going to the gym. It was like, okay, I don't want to go to the gym. I just want to hang out at the computer or do things, whatever. I put on those shoes, I'm going. So I tell you what, put your clothes on, put your shoes on, you're way more likely to do it. Another way to deal with gym intimidation is to remember why you're there. You're not probably there to compete with anybody else, really, when it comes down to it, ultimately. You have a reason you're there. For some people, it's they want to become more attractive. For other people, it's they want to keep moving for the rest of their life. Or for some people, they just know that their bodies have been breaking down and they need to reverse that. So whatever your reason is, that's what you need to focus on. And remember that it's not a competition when you go to the gym. It's more of a practice. you are practicing the movement, you are practicing the routine, and you never have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You got to get in there. That's one of the first steps of practice, and try to be intentional as possible. Like, have the mindset of, okay, well, I'm going to try to improve on this. I might not be better than last week, but if I am, it's going to be great. I'm going to feel amazing. Speaking of which, there's another way that reward when you do something that you couldn't do last time and you're making progress, even if progress is, okay, non-linear, when you are actually making that progress, that's a true reward, and you can really keep that reward. So there's just a few things that help with gym intimidation. It happens to pretty much most people, almost everybody, I would say, especially when you're first starting out, or if you've been inconsistent over the years, or if you don't have your favorite workout clothes, or maybe you have, done it in the past, but now you're kind of a bit off track. Also, don't forget, there are guides that can be with you. It can be a friend, it can be a buddy, it can be a personal trainer, a group instructor. I mean, there are other people that can be with you. And heck, honestly, look, I'm not trying to replace myself, but you can also bring in ChatGPT on the app and start talking to it and just like chatting with it, saying, I feel kind of nervous right now. And they'll be like, wow, that's totally great. Thanks for opening up to me. You should blah, 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 blah. And then, well, ChatGPT might have an idea for you. Okay, I'm just saying, I share my feelings with ChatGPT. I'm just saying. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit subscribe. And if you're intimidated by the gym, I'll challenge you to go to the gym. But maybe you're a good YouTuber. I challenge me to get on YouTube. Okay? So let's just all do this together and keep it going. Peace. Thanks. I'm out.